A frequent end zone tourist. He's second in the league in rushing touchdowns. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it's
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Now, meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 58 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Eagles at 6-9 to start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 11 carries, 63 yards.
It's been a strong season for him thus far, sitting currently 7th in the NFL in rushing. He gives their offense really good flexibility because if he's gashing a defense, they can ride him to an early lead. But the defense sells out to stop him, that opens up their passing game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They go play action with Hurts. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Commanders offense back onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Lamb will go in motion. Mahomes going to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Now Mahomes. Slant route, and he's got Addison. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And his pass incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 27-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Walker. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Working from the gun, Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Daniels.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Here's Mahomes to throw. His throw incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Daniels. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Merritt. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Daniels. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. McGee. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. Merritt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Eagles offense had Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
He completes this to Walker.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hurts. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got him in. It's Brown.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. They'll throw now on the final play. Incomplete. So we've come upon halftime.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. Street's got it, complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run again with Walker. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Hurts will throw.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Nail it. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road. So now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Holding offense.
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
They go play action with Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Ken Walker
with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Eagles have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And a Washington offense heading out.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Right back to him on 1st down.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Down the sideline he goes.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Merritt, and he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Third down at 6.
Now Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Johnson with a completion over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Street now, the man in motion left.
Walker now.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Up the middle they go. Merritt. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
In motion is the tight end Daniels. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Up the middle they go. McGee. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter
as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
3rd down and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
And Walker once more. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to about the 45. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
The Commanders' offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Washington.
Mahomes going to throw. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Commanders' first down.
Mahomes.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now on second down. Mahomes. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Mahomes.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Mahomes to throw it.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Mahomes will throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. First and 10. Here's Mahomes.
And he's got it.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Mahomes.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Point after, right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that...